Yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, NASM Master Trainer Tony Ariola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. Calorie burning, fat torching. Isn't it every time you watch a commercial, someone's always promising the most fat burned, and we all fall for it? Now, what's the truth? What does the data say? Is it HITT? Is it Orange Theory? Peloton? Today, I'm going to tell you the truth, and it's going to be compiled from real data. So you might be surprised at the answer, and I think you're actually going to like it. If you want, I'm going to be presenting a lot of stuff from my guide, Secrets to the Skinny. If you want a copy of that guide, go ahead and comment Mighty Muscle, and I'll send you a copy of that book completely on me. It's going to have a lot of the visuals that we go through, and it's a really simple guide to help you start on your skinnyhood, especially as we get ready to be released into the world. July 4th is coming, guys. Will the quarantine 15 get us? I don't know. Only time will tell. The first thing we need to understand is, what is fat? Before we start burning like all these things, fat. What is fat? Now, fat's a little bit different in the fact that its primary definition, it's an inexhaustible, unused source of energy. What that means is that whenever your body takes in too much energy and it doesn't use it, it converts it to fat. So fat, what it does is your body doesn't want to waste it. So anytime it gets fat, extra fat, it's going to store it. The first place is kind of like in the stomach, right? And if it gets too filled up, then it starts pushing on the stomach. Then it goes on your skin, those bat wings, in the face. Your body's not going to want to throw away fat because it's valuable. It's energy. So it's going to hang on to it. And in the weird cases where the stomach is protruding, what happens is that the actual organs are being pushed out because there's too much fat in the body. So before we start thinking about burning like this ultimate fat burning crazy workout, I want you to think about, to burn a pound of fat, it's going to be hard. It's not going to happen in one session. Now, to understand how we want to get rid of fat loss, we need to understand what fat loss is. Here I have a pound of muscle, and here is a pound of fat. They're actually pretty similar in size. And a lot of trainers will promise you that, hey, you're probably building muscle when you're gaining weight. But building a muscle takes a really long time. Just imagine anything that your body builds takes a long time, like hair, nails, skin, makeup, anything in your body that needs to be made up is going to take a long time. So building a pound of muscle is going to take a really long time. However, to build a pound of fat, all you got to do is just eat. You got to raid that pantry, take some of those quarantine snacks, and you got it. You can get one of these super easy. Hard, very easy. Hard, very, very. Did I mention how easy? I think I get this in like one day for sure. So now let's look at so now we've seen that what 1 pound of fat is. What does it take to gain 1 pound of fat? What do you have to eat? And I pulled out some pretty nice little visuals for you guys so I can help you so you can kind of see. Let's get that. And let's make me into my little guy again. There we go. So 1 pound of fat, this guy, is equal to 3,500 calories, which is 10 cheeseburgers, 16 slices of chocolate cake, or 24 glasses of red wine. So to put on one of these takes a good amount of effort. So think, if you're putting on like 5, 10, 15 pounds during this quarantine, I mean, you're putting in some work. So congrats on that. Bad kind of congrats, but congrats to you, because that's a lot of calories. And you may be asking yourself, well, hey T, what do calories mean? Well, calories, they get a bad rap. And they get a bad rap from trainers. They get a bad rap from the media. Everyone's always trying to tell people, hey, don't worry about calories. Just do X, Y. And I get it. I even got another certification just to tell you that That's all nonsense. I don't care if you don't want to think about it. It doesn't matter. Governing laws are governing laws. I don't have to believe in gravity to know that it works. So you have to understand that calories matter. And calories, what they are, is just the currency of energy. So you really want to think of them exactly like money. Exactly like money. They function exactly like money. So what I mean by functioning exactly like money is you want to kind of look at energy in and energy out. So here's two Tonys, right? And look, I guess they look happy. They have different hair, but they're both pretty happy. So whenever the energy in matches the energy out, you're burning as many calories as you're intaking, then your body's gonna stay the same. If you're eating, let's get rid of that guy. And let's look at the fat guy. Oh, oops. So now if you're eating more calories, like this guy is just knocking out some hamburgers, he's feeling good. Now he's eating more calories than his body's burning. So he's stuck. He's working from home. Maybe the boss sent him home and said, "Hey, guess what? You got to work from home now." And so he's depressed and he's starting to eat some hamburguesas. And now he's sad. So he's starting to gain some weight. So his energy in what he's intaking is way more than his energy out. So what happens? Remember, fat is energy, and your body thinks, I don't know when I'm going to get some energy. Back in our millions of years of evolution, we had to hunt for food. So fat, when energy was hard to come by, but those days are over. We don't have hunt for anything anymore. We just pick up our phones and Postmates will bring that to us. So that's the extent of the hunting. But the problem is that when your energy needs are as so, where you're intaking way too much energy and not burning enough, then all the extra energy is going to be converted to this guy, and you start getting this guy. And let's see if we can put. Oh, I don't want to knock my table down, but there's another big guy of fat as well. And so, well, let's pull him out. See what happens. Oh, you're shaking. Let's see. So now remember this bad boy. This is only 5 pounds of fat. All right. So now we got 5 pounds and 6 pounds, and you guys can see like, oh, this stuff's gonna fit in my stomach, right? But your body's not gonna want to throw these guys away. The only way to get rid of these guys is by moving more, by burning more calories, or what everyone's promising you, the ultimate fat loss burning workout. And I promise you, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do that. But we need to understand how to get rid of all these bad boys. These things are huge. That's just 6 pounds of fat. So now to get to the good stuff, right? Like, how do we get to where we want to get to? Skinny side. So let's get rid of there's a skinny guy right there. All right. And we'll go to the fat guy. So now this guy's jogging. So we need to move more, eat less calories than our body needs, and now we're going to be in an energy deficit. So every time we're in a deficit, our body's going to go into those reserves of fat in the body to power your body, and hence you're going to lose weight, right? So if the energy is the same, you're eating the same as you're burning, stay the same. You eat less, you burn more, then you get this guy here. You start going into those fat deposits and converting that fat into energy. So it's a really important point, because that's how all fat loss works. Now, you can lose water weight and you can lose other things that are not the same as fat loss. But if you want to get rid of that fat that you can grab on the body, this is the only way to do it. And the only way to do it is you're going to have to understand calories. You're going to have to understand how fat works. And you're going to have to manage that relationship. And that relationship is going to be different for everybody. So thank you guys for everyone that's jumping on. Let's go ahead. If you're on right now, hit those likes, hit those loves. Let's have an emoji party. Yeah. If you're watching the replay, hit it. If you're on Instagram, IGTV, Google, YouTube, all that good stuff, hit those emojis. Yeah. Happy times. So let's look at now, let's get rid of this guy, at individual calorie burn. So each person is going to burn different calories than somebody else. If somebody promises you that you're going to be burning 1,000 calories for that hour of working out, they're lying to you, number one. Number two, or they just don't understand what calorie burn means. That could be another reason. But everybody's body is going to burn a different amount of calories based on their condition, their size, and their gender. So somebody says the best way to think of it is you have a shopping cart and you have a garbage truck. And the garbage truck is going to demand a lot more energy than a shopping cart because it's a lot smaller. So myself, I'm a pretty small guy. I like to consider myself big, but I'm a pretty small guy, and I'm pretty efficient with my movements. So if I go walk a mile, it probably won't do anything, meaning I'm going to burn a lot less calories. Now, somebody who's, maybe 350 pounds that hasn't walked at all in any time is going to be burning a lot more calories than somebody like my size. So what you want to look at what amount of calories your body burns. So females are going to burn less than males because they have less muscle in their bodies. If you're out of shape, you're going to be burning more calories because you're very inefficient. If you're in better shape, sadly, if you're in good shape or better shape, you're actually going to be burning a lot less calories. So keep that in mind. The condition that you're in, the size that you're at, male or female, all that stuff is going to matter. So when somebody's promising you that this workout is going to be burning the most amount of calories, they're lying because it's all different for everybody. Everybody's body burns at a different rate. What you have to find is what rate am I burning and how can I burn more calories for my body. So now let's look at another example. So if you run for say 20 minutes and maybe you're about 150 pounds, 160 pounds, and it's a moderate pace, you're going to be burning about 5 calories per minute, right? So let's do the math. So you run for 20 minutes, 5 calories per minute, you're burning about 100 calories. Now let's say that same person walks for 60 minutes, right? And maybe now they're burning, say, 3 calories per minute. So if they walk for 60 minutes, they burn 180 calories. So more than the running. And hopefully understand how that makes sense. If you're active a lot longer, you're going to be burning more calories than being active a lot shorter. So when people promise like the HITT workout, like high intensity, training, HITT is that they're telling you that you're going to go really hard and then come back down really hard, come back down really hard, come back down. And at the top, you're burning, 10 calories per minute, 10 calories per minute and like 1 calorie per minute or 2 calories per minute. The problem is that if you keep doing these things like these peaks, your peaks are not going to be as high as the first peak. So what that means is that if you're burning 10 calories per minute, the next time you might be burning 8 calories per minute. And the next time you might be burning 7 calories and 6 calories because you're getting tired as you go into this HITT workout. So if your HITT session doesn't have the same effort as the first round is less an effort than the second round, it's less effort than the third round, then you're burning less calories. All right. I hear this argument for Orange Theory, right? Orange Theory is people are actually suing Orange Theory because we're going to be in orange. And great, I get it. But what does that even mean? Do you burn extra, calories for the next 48 hours? Can you really eat what you want? And sadly, that is just not true. Everybody's body is going to burn calories in a different way depending on their size, build, background, and the training that they're in. If you've never ran before, you run, you're going to be burning a lot of calories. If you're a runner, not so much. The body will adapt to it's called the law of imposed demands. The body will adapt to demands placed on it. So think about that for your next workout. And I think I was what was it in P90X? I said we change your workout every time. Muscle confusion. That stuff actually does ring some truth. So the more you challenge your workout, the better it is. And the easiest way to measure calorie burn is through effort. If it feels hard, you're burning a lot of calories. If it feels like way too easy, like you're just kind of going through the motion, even though it's, quote unquote, a fat torching workout, you're still not going to be burning the same amount of calories. So the effort matters more than anything as far as caloric burn. So you can take that and apply it to your setting. If you like biking and you want to burn more calories and you want to make it the ultimate fat burning workout, easy, go really fast on the bike. Go as fast as you can. You're going to be burning more calories. If you're running, increase the pace. If you're doing Orange Theory, which Orange Theory is great, up the effort. If you're doing Peloton, up the effort. Now, if you up the effort but you do it a lot less, then you're not going to be burning as many calories. You could also lower the effort and go for a lot longer. So if you do like a 3 hour workout and you're still working out, you're going to be burning more calories than if you did one 20-minute workout. This is a little bit of a confusing topic because we want to believe that we can work out and then eat whatever. I mean, there's this magic land where I can just go eat whatever I want as long as I work out, and I work out a lot. As long as I work out and I can eat what I want. And sadly, that's just not the case. Let's look at some ratios as far as what burns what. So let's say it's not a crazy meal. You're having 1, 2, 3 ice cold chelas, having some drinks. You got a Dorito bag. That's 983 calories. That's equal to roughly 2 hours and 25 minutes of running. That's not crazy. So if you drink 3 beers and have a Doritos bag, that's not even a big Doritos bag. Then you have to be over there like my buddy Homer, but run for 2 hours and 25 minutes. That's a long time running for that little meal. Now, what about if you have a couple donuts and maybe you have a Starbucks Frappuccino? 820 calories. You got to swim for an hour and 42 minutes. That's a long time swimming to burn that off. Now, if you have somebody's favorite meal, in and out, that says cheeseburger, some fries, and a Coke, over 1,000 calories, that's going to be 3 hours of playing basketball. And let's see this guy over here. This little guy over here. We can't even see the last guy. We got to uncover the last guy. So that's just 2 slices of pie. And then two slices of pie, 470 calories. That's an hour and 33 minutes on the bike. Now you look at these ratios, and what strikes you about these ratios is that, and these are not even that bad of a meals, right? But roughly, when I tell people they have a bad meal, is I want to tell them this relationship. One bad meal is going to be equal to 5 hours of exercise, which is crazy. One bad meal is equal to 5 hours. So if you went to the gym 5 times for an hour, which is awesome, you eat one bad meal, you're going to be back where you're at. And that's why weight loss and fat burning is so difficult, because the ratios are so off. And a lot of times people get upset and be like, well, that kind of sucks. Why is it like that? Well, it's designed by survival. Humans for a long time didn't have pantries, Postmates, Grubhub. We had to hunt for our food. So we really want to hang on to as much calories, as much food as we can. And this ratio is for our survival. Unfortunately, now we don't have to hunt for food, and it's really easy to put on weight, or basically put on an excess amount of calories or energy onto our body. Remember, our bodies are always going to want to hang on to those calories. Now, when you ask me what is the number one exercise to burn calories, my favorite by far is just the basic lunge. Now, the reason I like the lunges is because they're very versatile. You can add a squat to lunge. You can do a lunge to row. You can do so many movements with the lunge, jump lunges on one leg. All these different movements allow you to provide a total body type workout. And when you're working, the reason that we here do a total body workout is because your bigger muscle groups, which is your chest, your back, and your legs, they burn more calories than your smaller muscle groups. So if you're going to be working out and you want to be maximizing your time, then you want to focus on the big muscle groups, chest, back, and legs. And lunges are a great exercise that you can incorporate. Unfortunately, what I see a lot of is that these exercises are performed wrong. So I wanted to put together in this exercise spotlight to help kind of guide you guys on what a good lunge looks like. So let's play the video. Static lunge. Hips, knees over second toe. Kick that foot straight back, keeping the abs tight. Driving through the heel, squeezing the abs and the butt at the top. Drive through the heel, nice and controlled. Repeat on the other side equally. Side view, you're looking for a 90-degree bend, that knee directly over the ankle, coming 1 inch from the ground, driving and squeezing the butt at the top. Down, drive, squeeze the butt. So the big thing from this side view is that you want to make sure that knee is right over that ankle, and you get a clean 90-degree bend. From the front side, I guess one of the mistakes I see the most is that the feet are not straight. When he's kicking back, you want that hips, knee, and foot to be aligned in a straight line. And ensuring this position is going to give you a clean lunge, it's going to be effective, and it's going to be safe for your body. So have fun doing the lunges, incorporate those. You don't need any equipment for that. You can do some of those today. Okay. So now time for our Ask the Trainer. Today I got a really good question this last week. It was, how do I get rid of stubborn fat? And it was from Maria in Georgia. So thanks for Maria for watching the show. Really appreciate it. And stubborn fat, unfortunately, fat doesn't have feelings. It's not stubborn. It's not there to get you mad. I know people refer to it as stubborn fat around my midline or around certain areas, but the way you want to think of fat on your body is that genetically, wherever you gain it first is the last place you're going to lose it, and which sucks. I know. I wish I could tell you it was, I know girls usually want to keep it like in their boobs and their butt, and they want to give her everything else, but we don't get to pick. So the place that you're most likely to gain it is a place that you're less likely to lose it. So the only way to get rid of that stubborn fat, which I'm assuming would be probably like around the midline, or some people have it like on their legs, is to get rid of all the fat. You have to kind of go in and try to get rid of all the fat by, again, following the stuff that I talked about. Or I see some of you guys, Anna, good to see you on here. Catalina, thank you for jumping on. I'll send you guys the secrets of the skinny guide. If you guys want a copy of the guide, go ahead and put a Mighty Muscle on the comments, and I'll send you a guide after the show. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to get rid of the fat everywhere, and that's by eating less and moving more. Eating less and moving more. To eat less, you want to probably take your weight at a zero, and then that's how many calories you want to eat. And to move more, if you have a tracker, it'll give you like a rough idea of how many calories you're burning, and you want to try to keep increasing that as you go along. So hopefully that helps. I know getting rid of fat is something that we all struggle with, and now with COVID kind of ruining our lives, it's something that we're struggling with a lot more as everything starts to reopen. If you haven't already, we got about 140 members in our Fitness Avengers group. Jump on. I'm helping everybody there, trying to get a little bit more accountable, some more information to kind of help you guide your fitness life. So we're opening up, guys. Think life's kind of normal. Some people went to restaurants. I know some bars are opening this Friday, and it's been a tough go for a lot of people. And everything that you're experiencing is normal. Now that we're starting to reopen the gyms, and I look forward to seeing all my clients live, probably with a mask or gloves or something. And as you start to really kick off your fitness program, and it's really a chance for everybody to reset and really figure out how you're going to structure your fitness program, what you're going to do about it, and how are you going to come out on the other side. So hang in there. I know it's been rough, but I think the world will be opening soon, and I can see people again. And then tune in next week. Next week I'll be sharing some insights. It's going to be more of a mental show. It's going to be sharing with you the real reasons that fat loss seems impossible. And I get this a lot, actually, where you feels like you've tried everything. You've done this, done X, done Y. Maybe it's a thyroid, maybe it's carbs, maybe it's yada yada yada. But next, we're going to really dive deep into the real reasons why fat loss seems impossible and what you can do about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. I want to help you guys as much as I can. Reach out, and I'll see you on the skinny side. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Where's my music? Yeah, now I have music. Boom, boom, boom. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.